at the church talking about the walk. And these guys are so pumped. I mean, sometimes you get people to do the walk and they're excited, but these guys are taking it to the next level. Like, they are texting me every single day. They have all these ideas. Just super, super excited to be with them. They had a new spot, which is very hard to get. Jeff and I have really been trying to push the news, and it's been really, I mean, they'll show up the day of the event, but like to get them talking about human trafficking with the news people has been very tough. They had a whole interview in their city with the news group. And so they are like killing it. And then just last weekend, we had another walk in Washington, and they did a really cool walk. They did a tailgating party because their church is really big into tailgating. And so they had a really great walk. So we're growing and we're growing. We're having a lot of momentum right now. A lot of people want to get on this train. And, Tammy, you told me that you saw all these human trafficking signs and awareness in Vegas.
Yeah.
Just the same thing. The church in Lebanon, they just sent me, they were in the airport. They're seeing all these signs in the airports. It's taken a while to get this plane off the ground, but it's there and it's super exciting. And I'm just so thankful for everyone that's going to partner with us to make this happen. I feel like if we just, it's like anything, you stick with it long enough and you start to see the fruit of it and you start to see the growth of it. And so, yeah, be praying for me because I'm going to be flying. It's like a 24-hour trip. Get on the plane, do 2 speaking things and come back. I feel like Tommy Barnett.
Yeah, you are. You're the cute little blonde Tommy Barnett. So
you just get off the plane and take care of business and come back. So
one of the things we've been focusing on with all of you is to try to reach out to 10 specific individuals to either get them to join your team and form a team within a team or to form their own team. And something I love Jerry Ann's questions. Oh my gosh. She is the queen of detail. And, in another lifetime, like 10 years ago, she would have driven me cray cray, but she makes me think ahead. So, if you have someone who says, well, yeah, I can form a team. And I said this last time, but I just want to say it again. If you want them to be part of your team, that's fine.
Yep.
We don't care. As long as they feel like they have some skin in the game. Because you guys know that people will support what they help create.
Yeah.
If they feel like they have a plug or they have a piece of it, they will help create it. So along with talking to 10, 15, 20 people, we gave y'all the goal by tonight of 10 individuals, but talking to people about, hey, start a team. Here's where you go. Have it on your phone. Have it on your phone, a link to stoptrafficwalk.org. Click on it while you're talking to them and say, here it is. Let's go to upcoming walks. Phoenix. There's Phoenix. Oh, let's go to join my team. Here's my team. This is Tammy and Nick's team right here. If you want to have your own team, form your own team. One thing that that I did my very first year with Stop Traffic Walk is I wanted everybody on my team. And it was an ego trip because I'm very competitive. And I want to get an A+, I want to get a varsity letter, and I want to get the gold medal. But what I discovered was when people form their own team, there's a lot more ownership of it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and if you talk to a business, like you talk to someone in a business and you say, Tammy, you're with ABC Investments. Y'all can join my team, or you can form your own team. And when you come to the walk, you can wear your t-shirts. And if y'all want to be a sponsor, you can have a table. And we just met last week. And do you know that sponsors can have a table for $500? You guys, You can't go to a craft and vendor show at a local church during the holidays and only pay $500 for a craft table. You can't. Like, we are low hanging fruit. So don't feel like, oh, well, I'm kind of selling, like, I'm asking you to give $500. Vendors, small business owners, large business owners, $500 is, it's a drop in the bucket. Okay. And then the other thing, and I want Christy to talk about this a little bit too, is what businesses can you connect us with to be sponsors? Sponsors are the reason why 100% of what's given at the walk and all the ticket sales, that's why it goes to the Dream Center. That's why it goes to Streetlight. That's why it goes to Natalie's house. I don't know if y'all are getting Brian's emails right now, but we have girls on waiting list. We have 5 and 6-year-olds that have been restored to their families, that their families don't know what to do with them because their children have become nonverbal.
Right.
They act out, they kick, they scream, they need professional therapists, and we charge their families nothing.
Right. Yeah, that's huge.
It is. It's huge. And I think sometimes that's lost in the narrative. It's lost in the narrative that someone is rescued from human trafficking and they come to the Dream Center, or they go to Streetlight, or they go to Natalie's house. They are never billed. It's not like, oh, we got to save money to put Aunt Cray Cray in rehab. They never pay a dime, and they are surrounded in a faith-based family model. What does that mean? A family model. This is what it means. Everybody who they meet and encounter on the leadership teams and the teachers, the mentors, everybody, they are all part of their family.
Yep.
And just like you might listen to your auntie more than you listen to your mom sometimes, you might listen to your grandfather, it's a family-based module. So it's everyone is working together to surround them in the love of Jesus. Now, the government doesn't want to hear that. And a lot of people don't want to hear that. So we just say it's a family-based module where they're surrounded with love. But everyone on this call understands that the reason why our programs are so successful, with a 92% success rate 1 year post-graduation, is because we are Christ-based.
Right.
Christy, what do you think?
Absolutely. Before we get into the rest of this, let me just say a little bit about what she just said. Summer times are the hardest for nonprofits, and I can speak for the LA Dream Center. I can speak for all the Dream Centers. I can speak for what Angel's doing. Summertime is very, very hard for nonprofits, and we really want to help every single person we can. Our mission is not to turn anybody away, to make room for people. So with that being said, the mission of this walk, yes, is to raise awareness, but it's also to raise funds, because if we are going to continue to give people a free program, it's going to take us being the hands and feet of getting this word out. And that's why this walk was created. Yes, to educate families. Yes, to the awareness piece. But let's face it, when it costs $249,000 to put an adult through program and $49,000 to put a child, sorry, I said that backwards.
It's okay.
Adult, they're $49,000 for an adult. That, and then you've got to pay staff and utilities. I mean, just the utility bills are $20,000 right now in the summertime at the Dream Center. So our goal is to get this word out about what we do. We are so unique, you guys. We are so unique in the fact that we house, clothe, shelter, trauma care, medical care,
Therapy, everything.
everything they need. We are so rare that we can do this. And that was really the heart of why my dad created this program, was to really give people a head start without having to worry about money. So with that being said, I like what Joanna said in the beginning about building your team. I have so many people that are like, I don't want to mess with it. Can I join your team? Of course. Like, we don't want to make this hard for people. We want to make this so simple. You want to be a part of the team? Join mine. That's fine. You want to build yours? Build yours. And the ownership thing, she's right. But let's face it. You know, my mom's blah years old. I can't say. She's not going to go team, okay? But she's going to join my team, and she's always the biggest donor. So let's encourage people. Like, if you don't want to start your team, be a part of my team. I'd love to have you there, and be as creative as you can be on the day of about your team getting together. Maybe you wear funky hats, you know, maybe you have pom-poms. I don't know, but some things to make it fun for your
Yes.
team. But get the word out. If I could say the number one thing that you can help us with is getting the word out. You can repost everything Stacy's doing. By the way, Stacy is our
Amazing.
she is Instagram, she is Facebook, she's killing it. She's creating contact, and we're so thankful for her for that. Share everything we're sharing, share everything I'm sharing, get the word out. That is like the biggest thing that you can do for us. Now, sponsorships are key. That just this week I signed up 3 different sponsors. So I just went to some clothing stores. I went to a CrossFit gym this morning, which I don't do. And I talked to the guy. He's a retired firefighter in Peoria. He goes, I go to that walk. I said, you go to that walk? Why aren't you sponsoring? So they're going to come do a CrossFit demonstration. They're going to get involved. Like, it just needs to be our way of talking, right? Like, hey, you know what I do? Or do you know what I'm a part of? This is a really cool thing that we're doing. Have you heard about it? Like, it needs to be our conversation. Instead of, oh, I have to do that. Like, no, it's like, we get to do this. And so
And Christy, don't forget that in the email that Alicia just sent to all of us, it has a letter that they can print off, and it makes them legit.
Yes, explain that, Joanna, because that's a good point.
Okay, so Alicia sent in your last email, go back and look at it. Download that letter. If you don't have a printer, send it to FedEx and print off 100 copies. Everywhere you go, take that letter and ask if they want to be a sponsor. Or does this restaurant want to give you a $50 gift card? Do they want to give you a $25 gift card? And what we're going to do is we're going to take all these gift cards and we're going to do something super fun and special with it. So everywhere you go, if you do business with them, they should do business with you.
Right.
Ladies, schedule your hair getting done. I mean, we're talking color, highlights, perm, whatever you get done, like the whole gambit. And when you go in there, say, hey, I just want to let you know I'm with the Stop Traffic Walk and we're looking for sponsors. And before you get your hair done, you get them to sign up or give you a gift card. A lot of people will give you gift cards, or they'll give you a gift basket or something like that. We are going to do an activity in October where we need lots of gift cards, gift baskets, all that. When y'all come to my house, you're going to bring all that here. If they're not going to be a sponsor, as far as a sponsor of the walk, if they give you a gift card or whatever, bring it here. Okay. And we're going to do something special with all of that. Because every restaurant, I want y'all to know, every restaurant, if you have that letter that Alicia sent you in that amazing email, that letter of sponsorship, they will give you automatically a $50 gift card. Automatically. Every restaurant you go to.
Yeah.
If you say we're going to have date night Friday night, but before we have date night, I'm talking to the manager.
Yeah.
And your husband or your wife will say, okay, you go for it, girlfriend or boyfriend. And you get that $50 gift card and let Christy and I know, oh, I just got a $50 gift card. Anywhere where you do business, because once they give a gift card, then we can contact them and say, oh my gosh, thank you so much for this gift card. We would love for you to be one of our sponsors.
Yeah.
It gets us an in. There's a method to our madness. You guys, I've been in sales since I was born.
You
I
can
have been
barely.
in marketing since I was in the womb. God created me this way. This is my gift. Let me share it with you. I promise you, people support what they help
Yeah.
create.
100%. 100%. So the purpose of this meeting tonight is two things: to really get you involved with your friends and families and get out into the community, talk about what we're doing, get those gift cards, get those sponsorships, get people interested in being vendors. Like Joanna's right, we don't charge a lot, but we want to have a great presence there and great ownership and community there. So I know that a lot of you probably have questions. We don't want to take up a lot of time tonight on the call. We want to open it up for questions. But the more people, like, this is how I think, the more people that are constantly talking about this, sharing about this, then your friends see you passionate about it. They start talking about it. They start feeding into it. They start talking. This is how this thing grows. It's going to grow by, it's like if you have someone come to your house and they do a really great job, word of mouth, right? You tell your friend, this guy was awesome. He serviced my house well. This guy didn't do so well, but you know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to get out there and talk about it and get others talking about it, get them involved. We're going to do like a little home party at my house, and like sell some clothes and have a girls' night. And there's so many things you can be doing. If you're involved in a Bible study, get your Bible study. If you're involved with a fitness group, get your fitness group. If you're whatever your hobbies or interest in, I guarantee, because you're a part of that group, they will come. They love you. They love you being a part of that group. They will come. So every time we get on the call, I'm probably going to beat this issue really hard, because I just know that this is how it works. It's like creating a company. Word of mouth is the best thing that we can do. So before we go any further, because I don't want to keep you guys forever, how does anybody have any questions? Are you having troubles? Do you have ideas? Do you have suggestions? Like, this is open.
Any questions at all? This is your time.
I have one.
Okay, Deborah, go ahead.
So I'm brand new at all this, and I'm trying to get together information to take to a couple of my groups. But I couldn't find anywhere on the website where there was a cost for the registration. As I looked, it started to seem like people are just putting in whatever they want. There didn't seem to be like one person had $20, another one had, $100. So how does that work? I want to know this before I get asked.
Alicia,
I can take that.
I'm
So
making you co-host, so if you want to do a screen share, go ahead.
I won't be set up for that, but I can tell you that on our registration site, there is a general donate button on the page. That's where anyone can just donate to the cause, right? To the mission.
Right.
And then there's a tab at the top that says get involved, and it says register.
Right.
And there's also a tab when you scroll down, register to walk. And then once you hit that tab, it gives you an option to join a team, start a team, or register as an individual. And then that will navigate them to the appropriate page.
And I got that. I'm not concerned about that. I know that'll get them there, but I'm looking for dollars and cents, because I went to do it myself and I thought, I got to go through the whole registration process before I even find out
Yes.
what amount they're looking for. So
Yes.
I want to be able to tell them up front. I don't want them to be put off by having to go through a process before they're told.
So if they don't want to start a team, if they don't want to join a team, there is an option to register. It's $10 per person.
Yep.
All right. That's just registering to attend by themselves, you mean?
Yes, as an individual.
Okay. Okay. Now, if they want to start a team and say they want to start a team and they've got a handful of people to join their team, what kind of direction do I give them as far as
Then they'll
registration
go to the
fees?
tab, join or start a team. Once they hit that tab, then it asks them, do you want to join an existing team? They can look up the team name or they can start their own team. If they start their own team, it'll walk them through the process of creating their team page, which is just basically getting their information. And
Right.
then they can share with people who want to join their team name, and you can scroll down at the bottom too to see. So even if you went online tonight and selected a team name, you can kind of just see what that process and what that looks like.
So at the bottom of that page, there was a donation squares. One said $25, one $50. So are they
Suggestions.
suggestions?
So,
Okay.
yeah. So if someone's like, well, what if I want to give more? Here's an example. A $25 donation buys school supplies. A $50 donation would go towards this. So just to kind of create some other ideas for individuals, if they wanted to give more, do more, what does that go for?
Got you. Okay, so there's not a hard and fast rule about how much the donation should be. You just provide this information about how far their donation goes.
The best thing to tell them, Deborah, is the minimal donation is $10. If they want to add a t-shirt or they want to add, other bling, that's fine. But there are options to give more than that if they're moved to do so. But
Okay.
really, basically, if they show up and they just want to walk, we're good with that.
Yeah.
And that's the thought, especially for those who've never been on a walk. Once you're there and you experience it, it's life-changing. It does something.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. And this will be my first one, so
Oh
I'll
my
know a
gosh,
lot more
go
after
back
this.
and watch.
So, but now you said,
yeah, watch the videos from the past ones. It is amazing.
okay, I will. Now you said something about if they want to get a t-shirt, give a t-shirt, something about bling.
All the options are there.
Okay. All right. I'll go ahead and register myself and that'll answer a lot of questions.
And you'll see, yeah. And that's the thing, guys. If you haven't registered yourself, do so and you'll see, do you want a t-shirt? Do you want this? Do you want this?
Okay.
I mean, there's all these different options. And then if someone is part of your team and then they go, you know what? I think I have enough people. I want to have my own team. People think a team is like 100 people. It can be 5 people.
Yeah.
It can be one church group. It can be a small group. It can be a book club. If they have like their own little bling or their own little hat or their own little, they can do their own thing. People love, especially women, and this is very female driven. People, women love to have like a theme, it's fun. Let's do it. I have several fitness groups that are looking to form teams. I'm like, you can wear your fitness t-shirt. They're like, okay, we're in. So yeah, that's
I
it.
do need to add that there are a few registration types. So just to register to walk is $10. But then we have, if you want to kind of impact the resource, you'll see a resource option where the t-shirt is included, and that's a $25 registration. Rescue is $50 registration, and rehabilitation is $99. And so there's descriptions under each level just to explain the thought behind that. And then there's also just a fundraise only option. So let's say they just want to support, if they're in a different state, they won't be there at the walk or anything, and it's free to do that option.
Okay. All right, great. Yeah, I think when I go in, I'll get some print screens because I may have a bunch of people at one time, and I'd like to be prepared with all the information I can possibly have before that happens.
Totally understand. And reach out if you have any additional questions.
Okay, will do. Thanks.
And just because you've never been to a walk before, let me paint a really quick vision of what it looks like. So it's a 3-hour event and it's a huge event. I mean, last year we probably had around 4,000, maybe more people attend. It's at Peoria Sports Complex. So for the first 2 hours, we're doing carnival type things. We're doing cornhole. We have a DJ, we have food trucks, we have vendors, face painting. I mean, this is a family event. We want all and then we have a time where we bring together the crowd and we do a ceremony where we honor a survivor, and there's usually a nice little really fun surprise for a survivor at the end. Then we cut the rope, we walk around Peoria Sports Complex, and then we end with the dance party. And a lot of people were like, well, this sounds like a fun event for a heavy topic. Well, it is a fun event because we're coming together as a community to raise our voice for those who have no voice, and to be to shine light into this darkness. So it is a happy time for the fact that we are doing something about it. We feel like the media doesn't give it the coverage it deserves. So this is our time to celebrate that we are going to do something about it. So that's kind of a vision that you can paint for the people that are coming. Like if they don't even want to walk, they don't have to. It's a very short walk. It's under a mile.
Right.
We just wanted to create an environment where this was a friendly family thing and everyone was getting educated about human trafficking.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Do you have any other
I
questions?
have a question. Yes, I do. This one is for Alicia. Hi, how are you? Can you send me that letter of sponsorship? I don't think I got it. And
You've
if I
got
can
it.
have a copy of it, that would be great.
Yep.
So I can
will do.
start the process for next year.
Yep. And if anyone else needs it, I'll go ahead and include it one more time.
Thank you.
Anybody with the questions or maybe ideas, maybe things that you thought of that will be helpful for us as well?
No.
Did I hear Nick?
I was asking
just-
Tammy, she's gotta have some, she's
So,
gotta have
I
something to
don't
say.
have anything
She
to
always
say.
has
I
something to say.
don't.
Yeah.
Well, just to let you guys know, we're on deck to start kind of having a table at the Glendale campus. So we're every other Sunday.
Awesome.
Joanna gave me I'm trying to get the banner. So we'll get that all situated before Sunday. So we're gonna start that. And I started a team and I've got $569 in donations in like 4 hours. So
Nice.
excited about that. Yeah.
Well, share how you got your donations.
I just started a team and I just went down my contact list and started sharing the link to everybody.
Well, she does her morning devotionals, which
Yeah.
she sends out to everybody, like, I don't know,
Yes.
40 people, and she sent out the link to all those
Yes, You
people.
are on there. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So yeah, that was pretty exciting. So
Okay, that is like a really great example of what I'm talking about. You take your contact list, and you go through it and you say, hey guys, it's Tammy. I'm really passionate about this. This is an organization that's offering free programming. Paint the picture of what we're doing. We're walking to raise awareness and funds to give survivors a free program, 94% success rate, like however you want to say it. But that's a very good illustration of like going through the contact list and reaching out to people. And even if they're not in your state, like I have friends and family, when I turned 56 this year, I was like, hey, send me $56 for my birthday. And they did. And
mhm.
so like be creative, like, people just have to know the need and they have to be asked. If they forget, ask them again. Like, but
yeah.
that your contact list is the thing that's really going to get people involved. So good job.
I've been trying to, I've been off Facebook a lot, but I go on there just to see that you posted something because I always want to repost, but I haven't seen anything. So start posting more, Christy, so I can
Oh,
share your
God.
posts.
Hey. I'll be weekend when I'm in Ohio.
Timmy, are you on Instagram? Because that's where
I
she puts
am,
her
but I'm
photos.
I'm very I'm very silent. I tried to kind of step away from social media a little bit, especially with all this political stuff. It gets
I
me
know,
crazy.
but it works with
Yeah.
spreading the word about this.
I'll get on there just to get on, and I'll a lot of times just share Christie's stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
But and
Oh.
I was really excited to see over the weekend in Vegas. I just thought that was so awesome to see those those help numbers for the human trafficking. Every stall that I went to in
Good.
in a few different casinos. I mean, it was
So,
amazing to see that in that filthy place.
yeah. So
Not-
Jerry-Ann, share what you just said.
Well, when you guys were talking about Sarah, I think posting, I'm like, who's Sarah and where is she posting? And so because when you go to Instagram and just search Stop Traffic Walk, it doesn't say Phoenix on the accounts. And
Oh.
Facebook, there's several as well. So I found the best thing to do is go to the sign up site we were just on, and they show the little social buttons. They show Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter or X.
Right.
And if you click on that, it will take you to the correct site. And then from there, I would share that with your friends or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
We probably could update that though to say Stop Traffic Walk Phoenix, since there's a San Diego walk, an Ohio walk. It does get overloaded, because a few times I wanted to tag Stop Traffic Walk and I'm tagging somebody else.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I did see Lebanon though, which I still don't know where Lebanon is that you're referring to. That was going to be a question, but I thought I'd wait. I'm like, I know Lebanon, Oregon, and Lebanon, the actual country, but where are you associated with Lebanon?
Lebanon, Ohio. So we're gonna do a
Okay.
church. Yeah.
I think
you.
the
I was
reason that we
curious.
didn't change the walk to say Phoenix on our Instagram and Facebook is because we wanted that one to be the central Instagram for everything. So if we wanted to create a Instagram specifically for Phoenix, I'm sure we probably could.
Okay. That might make sense, only because there's so many. Like we've got Utah, we've got, Long Beach,
Yeah.
Do
Do you want me to create one, Lisa? I can.
Yes, if you could. And then let me know the handle and I'll share it with everybody. Thank you.
Awesome. Teamwork makes the dream work. You guys are awesome.
So when we get together, this will be my last point, and then I'll let everybody go have their dinner or watch the news, which is not exciting. When we meet at Joanna's house, we're going to do a fun call party. So we're going to go through our contact list. We're going to call all our friends and families, and we'll have like printouts for you guys, scripts for you guys, so that you'll know exactly what to say. We can walk them through the process of starting a team or joining your team. But we're going to make this a really fun night. We're going to have pizza. We're going to have fun. We're going to have gift cards. We're going to ring a little bell. Oh, thank you, Joanna. October 3rd, 5 p.m. Thank you. October 3rd, 5 p.m. Everyone mark your calendars at Joanna's house. We'll send you all the information, but we're just going to do a fun night. This is intended to, get some work done, but actually just have a lot of great energy together and talk about it, brainstorming. So Joanna has a beautiful home and she's offered to open it up to us. So we're planning on making this a really, really fun night. So with that being said, if you know anybody that still wants to maybe join our team or is interested, invite them to come that night. We'll make sure we have enough food for everybody. But maybe that they have ideas or they've kind of been on the fence about getting involved, bring them. We can still add people to our teams.
Yep. Anybody who, especially if they're thinking about, do I want to bring my group in with my church or my Bible study or my company or whatever, bring them. We'd love to have them.
Yeah, it's going to be a really fun night. And I love fun. So you all better be there because I love fun.
I'm like, I have pom-poms. We're going to have fun. And so that is kind of your goal by October 3rd. Any gift cards, any gift certificates, any sponsorships, anything, we really want to try to work on that to be completed by October 3rd. If you need help talking to someone about being a sponsor, call me. I can explain it to them, how it works, how it's a tax benefit to them, and we're a 501c3, and it helps with their marketing dollars and all that. So do not feel like you're on your own out there. So
no,
let us know that as well.
Yes, you have access to us. Please, please, please. No question is a bad question. Any help that you need, please, we are here. We want you to use us, ask us. We are available. We happy to do it. We are so thankful. If I could just take you back to 6 years ago when Jeff and I met in a Starbucks and we talked about this with no money, no team, no support. it's people like you that have made this thing come along so far and all the momentum we have. So I am so thankful, so thankful for your time. And when you're talking to people about joining your team or maybe helping us, tell them like it's maybe an hour to a week. That's it. It's not like we're not asking, you guys know we're not asking for a huge commitment. But if somebody's passionate about this and wants to get involved, it's an hour, maybe 2 hours a week that they have to put in. And it's basically just talking to people about it.
Yeah.
It's not like you're bogged down with administrative work or things like that. This is just passionate, like talking about it, getting the word out. So from the bottom of my heart, like seriously, I'm a team player and I could not do this if you guys were not in it with me. And I love being a part of a team. That's what energizes me. So I just want to thank everybody so much for all that you're doing to help us.
All right, thanks, guys. We're gonna let you guys go. Quick meeting. That was good. 40 minutes. Love it. So please save the date. I'm making sure right now, October 3rd. It's a Thursday, so it doesn't interrupt your Friday night date night. At Thursday, 5 p.m. We'll do dinner from 5 to 6, brainstorming, things like that. And then from 6 until 7:30, we are going to be doing calls and text messages. So bring your contact list and we're going to do some super fun things that will get you totally motivated to talk to everybody you know about being a part of your team or forming your own team. Any questions?
Nope.
Nope. All right. You guys are awesome. Okay. On 3, we're all going to say bye, y'all, because I'm going to sell. 1, 2, 3.
Bye, y'all.
Hey, y'all.